prosper. R&B all over my roster. They got options. I keep it right on the dresser next to the Oscar. Applying pressures.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Herbert off of play action. And that's complete to Trey McKitty, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that poster out there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Chargers at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. It's Eckler again. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Frank Clark with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Hopkins' kick is good, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
On the return, the Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Able to slither by. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Joey Bosa, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taking on the midfield logo. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Herbert on first down now. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down on what would be the final play of this first quarter. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Herbert. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now it's Herbert. Working, puts it on the carpet, it's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he will find his man on the outside. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Mahomes going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now this time Mahomes will throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Khalil Mack, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. To throw, it's Mahomes. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has, percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Again, Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On first down, Justin Herbert. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Herbert now. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn getting set for quarter number 3 here. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
As Newsom on the return, the Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Mahomes now to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And some room to roam now. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw here, Herbert. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him. So
nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. This will be caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense takes the field again, CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time. And
we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Now Mahomes. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 36, Mahomes. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the balls.
Oh, no, he lost the football. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Herbert. Touchdown! Mike Williams. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score. Chargers 17. Chiefs 0.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
As Newsome on the return, the Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now here's Mahomes. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, and they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about culminating with a pick six?
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that zero on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Finding Edwards-Helaire once again. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder what plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
At the 44-yard line.
From the 44, Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let him lead the game out that way.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Eckler going to get it again on second down. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers, and this was true.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20 years for red minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb, waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up.
World, all the boys and girls, I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lie. Whoa, yeah.
Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it off the road, off the dirt, off the block. It was already sold, I don't work back to the clock.